Today is Saturday rather, May 20, 2023, and I'm here with my dearest woman, which is Elizabeth, and she is the love of my life. And she now can move her. I'll tell her, I'll let her describe the recent improvements in attendance, and the bleeding seems to have stopped. So without further ado, here's my darling woman. And I'll kiss you first. So hold this and talk to it and tell of the recent, what are the recent things? The culture is negative.
All the cultures are negative. There's blood in the urine, but that seems to finally have resolved. After a week, there appears to be no more blood, no more big burning. All the cultures have been negative. So slowly we're moving on. This
How
week,
about the PT? You can now.
the PT, yeah, I can stand up pretty well with the walker. Can walk, kind of walked around the hallway here with the walker. Still feel a little unsteady sometimes. Always need to have someone with me. But we're making progress.
Next Monday.
Next Monday we start radiation treatments on the spine. And then after that, hopefully within a week or two after that, we can start the treatment on the mass in the kidney, which sounds like it's a lifetime treatment at this point. So let's get on with the work we need to get done.
Yeah, but I need to put a reminder for myself to do the lymphadenopathy intervention radiology before it's too late, and we'll have to coordinate that. Maybe have a stay-in nurse or whatever system here, because you don't want to travel, and I can see that. And so that's what needs to be done. We need to not forget about that. Also need to finish whatever documents are there to be done. Now, let me pause for a moment. This video, again, I see that there is a timestamp already for scanning documents. So I'm going to turn the camera now. Here is the document, and I'll let Elizabeth speak, and I'll photograph her from this moment on. Here is the document. This is receipt for the water tube.
Okay, now do you want to try scanning from your laptop, right?
On my laptop, so I'm not using the big iMac.
Right, it should be the same, but
Should be the same.
But
so what should
it's
we
probably
do?
easier. Let's try on your laptop.
Here is the laptop.
And can you get to that main window?
This main window
Yeah.
or
Now,
not?
along the bottom, those icons on the bottom, you have that gray one for settings.
Gray one for settings. The one that has like, yeah, this one.
And do you have an icon for printers and scanners there?
This expands it.
Yeah. No,
The yellow expands it.
you don't need to expand it.
No
It's on
need,
row
right.
one
So
above the bottom.
I want to go
Third
for the
from
bottom.
Right. Isn't that printers and scanners?
Look for printers and scanners.
Can I get a little bit closer?
Yeah.
Okay. You see this icon here? Printers and scanners. Printers and scanners.
Yes.
Click on that.
Right here.
Yes. And then
You want your glasses?
everything's
Okay, this is part 2 now of scanning, and now we're back to the printer. So what do you want to do?
I want to find the right. Okay.
Describe what you're doing.
I'm trying to figure out which. All right. Okay, near here. Make sure you print the Brother MFC L3770
Yeah.
Series 2. Series 2.
Okay,
There are two
series
on
2.
here.
Okay.
Okay, now hit the scan button. See at the top? It says print and scan.
Oh, here.
Yeah. And then hit the open, go down, it says open scanner.
Open scanner.
Hopefully that little
Scanner.
screen
Here it
will come
is.
up.
There is
I know,
an
there should be
imaginary
something.
line there.
Yeah, there should be something that opens up.
Oh. Do I need to put that camera, printer and scanner first?
No, you don't have to do anything with the printer. It should just,
It says pictures, US letter. Letter?
no, see down below it, that box open that's just gray. That's the
This-
scanner.
But here it gives you options. Maybe I put the document and see what will happen.
Okay.
You want to cover your legs.
Yeah, mine isn't coming up either.
Something comes up
Yeah,
normally.
there's a whole screen that comes up
The whole screen.
that will tell you what to scan, you know, put this, how many copies, whatever.
Here I have, at the bottom here, I have pictures, US letter, etc. Is that what you're looking for?
No, there should just be a blank little stream that came up here.
That happens in your computer also?
I guess, yes, and I don't know why.
I'm going to venture go to the printer, put the document and press scan and see what happens. How about
Okay,
that?
why don't you try that?
Can you hold this for me? So the document is the invoice from Alan Hammond. Can you watch your feet here? And now click on scan. Scan in your PC to PC. That's what I have here. Shall I click on that or wait for it? I'll
Click on it. See if any, I don't,
So, to OCR, to image, to email, to file. To file,
I guess so. I've never used it that way.
no PC found. Check connection in your computer with this device. Both computers are connected, so that's kind of strange. Something is wrong with the printer?
There's something wrong with the connection because I haven't had this problem before with the scanner.
But the computer just, you printed something, didn't you?
Right, the printer finally worked,
And
but,
I printed, so what's the problem?
well, I don't know. Here, I'll give you back this. I'll give you back the. We maybe need to do a little troubleshooting here first.
So this is the next video. We failed to scan. We don't know what's the problem, but we failed to scan. So now we move on to something else. And that is writing a check.
We're actually going to do 3 checks.
So here is Elizabeth.
We're going to do 3 checks. Do you have the IRS that return?
Document?
Yeah, I just need to know the dollar amount of that check.
Okay, I'll pause this for a moment. Okay, so now we're going to do the tax return check. What year is this, Elizabeth?
2020.
2020. So, first step is
To do the checks,
okay.
I'm going to go to Quicken.
You want to pull your blanket. So go to Quicken. Where do you start? What screen you start to get to Quicken?
You just hit the Q down here.
To what?
Hit this Q, says Quicken. And it'll just open up on the last
show me
screen.
where. I don't know where. That
Right.
red.
Right here,
Okay.
Quicken.
So click on that.
And then this will come up and it'll just be the last screen.
The last screen.
This is, I always forget how to do this.
Tell me, say the
Credit
step.
union ch-
Look, you're looking for checks or for documents? What are you looking for?
I'm looking for creating a transaction. And now
You're looking for
I've
transactions.
forgotten what, I always forget what step to do things here. Okay, I'm going up to this, up at the very top, up here, where it says Quicken, and then I'm going over to Transactions,
Okay.
and then I'm opening up Transactions, and I'm doing down here to write check.
Okay.
Make sure you're in credit union checking. Credit union checking, you want to be in the right account, so you're printing the check for the right account. And now we're in,
Credit line checking is, union checking, is that a file to open or what?
that shows that we want to use your credit union checking account.
Okay. I don't know what that is. So back to before credit union checking, what is the step before that? What did you click on?
Well, that's actually, you want to check on the credit union checking just so you make sure you're writing the
Yeah,
check.
but what's the step before that? To get to credit union checking, what is the step that you did to get to credit union checking? Go back on screen and show me what happened.
Well, whatever screen comes up, this will be, let me just close this and start again. See what happens. I'm opening up Quicken.
Up and Quicken.
And this, now it comes up, you'll see all transactions,
All transactions,
Back.
that's what I'm looking for.
all transactions.
Okay, under
And
the,
there's like cash, which means checking accounts. And underneath it, there's the Bank of America checking account and the credit union checking.
okay,
And then we have down here under savings, the credit union savings, credit union ties, and there's a Fidelity account that's in here, and then credit card, your credit card is here.
So all this is under credit union,
It's under all transactions.
all transactions.
So you look under cash, and since you want the check to be from the credit union checking, you check here to make sure
Here is what? Credit union checking, got you.
credit. So this comes
All
up.
right, so now
credit
the
union
next step,
checking.
you got into credit union checking. What do you do next?
Now we want to put in the information for the checks that we want to print.
But you have to click on something, don't you? Credit union checking, what do you click on?
We've got the credit union checking,
Yeah,
and now in order to put the information in, we go up to the top here
okay,
where it says transactions,
okay.
and then you go down to where it says write check,
I see, got you.
and you click on that, and
You get
now
that screen of the
your
check.
screen. But you'll see, double check again that it's the credit union checking,
Yes,
because you want the account to come from. And now we'll just start putting in the information. We're going to print the check, so that will come up. Now the payee for this one is,
IRS,
no, it's the United States, makes you check a money order payable to the United States Treasury.
so you enter US Treasury, is that what you did?
Yeah.
I see there are 3 items, 3 blocks, 3 columns there. 1, 2, 3. What are these? Date,
Date,
and then what?
well, it says check number, but we're going to print it, so it'll put the check number in later.
Okay,
Here's the payee,
okay.
United States
Treasury.
Treasury. Go down, taxes. These categories come up.
Something happened. Just a minute. I don't know what happened here. It's not moving. I don't know. Well, you know what, this line, there was a line here. Yeah, what is this line here?
I don't know what that is.
The picture stopped. It's still counting, but okay, I don't know what the hell happened. It's started a new picture. All right, so where were we now?
Now we're putting the category where we want this check to go to.
Okay,
And this one is, we go down to taxes,
okay,
and this is federal tax.
okay,
Federal taxes, federal tax.
okay.
And now we're going to put in the amount. It's 8208. 8208. Okay. And we're gonna hit save. And now we're going to
what you did.
I just hit save,
Okay.
and then it's going to print. Then I want to do another check.
All right, so we did the IRS federal check for 8,000 these
Right.
thieves. And the next check is what?
It's
Let's look and document here. Taxes, other
This
taxes,
is the property taxes on the lot next door.
property taxes on the plot next door. So go to credit union,
Checking.
checking, same steps, date, whatever, the next one, number, then the payee.
Is Johnson County. Where is it? Paid them before. I don't know where. Johnson County trustee. And then this one is real estate, lot 58, real estate taxes. This is 10. I want to save this one. And now we're going to go to third transaction, write check. And this one is to Rafter H Construction. Let's see what category we'll put this into.
Read it loud.
Home.
What are you looking for?
Home improvement. I'm going to put it under home.
Payee.
No, payee I put in is Rafter H Construction.
So what are you looking for
I'm just
now?
putting home, just to make sure it's in home improvements.
Oh,
And 78062.
can I ask you?
Yeah.
Can I connect this to it so that it looks like it needs electricity? So I can connect this, right?
Make what?
It's not the same, is it? It's not getting in. Now it is.
Okay, now we're going to print the checks, but I need to get that box with the checks. So you want to pause?
Okay, so I pause this. Okay, now we interrupted this to go and get to the box that has the checks from the hatch top left, which is this box here. So I'm going to take it and give it to Elizabeth. Here it is.
It's a little bit messy here.
You print on check stock or white stock.
Check stock.
So I have to find the check stock for
Yeah,
that.
I've got to clean this out. So.
Are these in order, these sheets, by the way? I see their numbers on them.
Yeah, not very much.
So you got the first sheet that came out?
Yeah, I want one with 3 checks on it. So let's just put this somewhere right now where it won't
Okay.
fall over.
You got a sheet with 3 checks on it. Are there sheets with 1 or 2 checks?
Well, sometimes if you've used 1 check, but you want to use one that has 3 on it.
Okay.
Okay, now we're going
You are
to.
not using serial numbers on those, just whatever happens to come out, just so
They
that I
have
know.
numbers on them here.
So when
I
you
have
picked
to-
this up, you looked at the number, or it doesn't count? You looked for this number, or you looked for
Yes.
the first check?
Well, I reach for the first check. Okay,
I'm
now.
not clear. So when I go
I'll
in
put-
there, I
yeah.
just find the first sheet,
Yes.
regardless of the number. Okay. So now here
Okay,
we
now
are.
we're going up here. Show it back here. Quicken. Now we're going to go to File. File up here.
Oh,
And then down here it says Print Checks, very bottom item.
okay.
And so it comes up and
There are 3 checks.
3 checks.
So it knows.
Right. So now I'm going to hit Print.
Don't you
It
need
won't-
to
it
put
won't-
the sheets first?
Yeah, it won't yet because I have to.
So this is the print screen.
I usually put them in that printer just because it's set up with exact lines. I don't know if I tried it in there.
Does it give you the option?
Yeah. Let's see what happens if I put it.
I would use the new printer.
Yeah, the problem was I don't know if it was. Well, let's try it first.
So you chose a printer, which is the MFC,
Right?
and then what?
We have to put these in the paper.
This sheet here, the feeder,
Not the top one. Put it in the actual where you put
the
the
one
paper.
here?
No, underneath where you put when you load it up with paper.
Oh, here,
Here,
and put it upside down?
upside down.
Face down and upside where?
With the top is. It's going
The
to be
top
upside down, facing
outward.
outward.
I see, and face down. Gotcha. Let us see the top here. Turn it around so that I know what's the... No, the way it is going on this way. So turn it this way. So this is how it looks from the underside,
Right.
but we are turning it around and putting it on the paper box.
Right.
So I'll pause this. So we didn't show this in camera, but what we did is we put the check sheet face down and the top sheet, the top check proximal, most proximal to the door of the printer,
Okay. So I'm going to print.
and click print.
If it doesn't work, we'll print a set from the other printer. Okay.
So now I'm going to get that sheet out.
Oh, it's close enough.
She is now checking, double checking.
Okay.
And it is okay.
It's okay.
Shall I? Now, before I stop, is there any other steps that need to be done? For example, you want to enter this into the monthly statement. How do you do that of Quicken?
It'll automatically go in.
It will go
So I
automatically.
hit OK. And now we have the checks in here. and it's in Quicken.
Just a minute, I missed something. What did you do?
I hit that there was okay, the checks were printed okay,
Where was that? Where did it come?
right after we printed.
On what screen?
The last screen, after we printed, it said it printed
The
these
printer
three-
screen, okay.
And I said, were they okay? And I hit okay.
Okay,
And now they're in the credit union checking account.
okay.
Okay?
So that takes care of
That takes care of printing
revenue
the checks.
check. All right. No other comments. Shall I close the file?
Yeah, let me close the file.
So now, supposedly, the whatever this is called, iPod, is uploading the pictures to the iMac. And it takes, how long, Elizabeth, does it take? Much time, or now that you have?
Three, it looks like three they were uploading.
But now that we have the new internet, doesn't that go faster?
Now the speed is. I guess it's the uploads. I don't know.
So we are waiting for the uploads. Is there any other step that we need to do in the uploading sequence while this is happening? For example, when it uploads, what file does it go to when it uploads? iCloud or
Going to
picture?
my photos.
It goes to your photos. So it goes to the iMac photos. It goes from this iMac, from the iPod to the iMac,
Yeah, it goes to my iPhone also.
and to your iPhone.
So I just got-
And it will notify you when the upload is completed?
That doesn't notify anything. It just
It doesn't. You have to find it out. All right. So what next? When it comes to your iMac and it is completely uploaded, what do you do?
Then I move it to a folder on the drive. Just so it's. I can't upload it from here. I have to.
I have to turn off that other sound because I'm sure it will come. Remember, in the hospital, it came louder than. So. I'm turning off that. And now it's turned off. So say again what happens when it uploads. When the upload is complete, what happens?
It's like I have this on here, but then I have to just like physically move it into Dropbox.
It has to go to Dropbox. That's the next step.
Yes, let me try.
Now, let me ask you, when it say it goes here, what is here? What is that file called? Cloud or pictures?
It's
Pictures.
In the pictures. It's
Okay.
in the cloud somewhere.
But it goes from pictures, you have to put it into Dropbox.
Right.
Why don't you give me an overview, then do the action? What happens after the Dropbox?
Then there'll be a movie file there that's in a video format, and then
Movie file under Dropbox.
yes, we'll have it in a different folder.
So we go to Dropbox, movie file it's called.
Or whatever. I haven't named the folder yet. I'm creating a new folder for these video. We'll name it whatever we want to name it.
There is no general folder for it.
Not for these
Okay.
video instructions. I was going to put them all in one folder.
So it goes into a video folder in Dropbox. Then what's the next step?
Then we go to Safari.
Go to Safari. Show me the bottom. That's the Safari. Is this guy here at the bottom? Yes.
And then we go to this YouTube.
To what tube?
YouTube.
YouTube. There is a file YouTube file under Safari.
Yeah, there's a tab here for YouTube.
Okay, I see that on top. Okay.
And then I want to go to create.
When in YouTube, I see M to the left. Is that what the
That's our
subdirectory?
channel. That's our medical musical group channel. That's where we have all our videos.
Does
on.
that have others have access to that, like Kurt and others?
No, no.
Alright, so M medical musical, and then
Yeah.
where do you go?
I do create. Hit
Just a
create,
minute.
Create up here,
Oh, create top right. Okay.
and then it will say upload videos.
Just a minute. Under create, there is upload videos. Okay.
Right. And then select files.
That's the blue one. That the
Yeah,
bottom there.
But I can't go any further because I don't have any files to pick yet.
That's when these 3 files that we did will be uploaded. You
Yes.
select the file from the picture, from the no, not from the picture. Now it is from the Dropbox.
Right. That's correct.
So after you select the file, what happens?
Well then,
You click on upload.
yeah, you find the file, you click on it, and then it will just start uploading.
Oh, you
But I
go to
can't-
Dropbox and click on it, and it uploads.
It starts uploading, but I can't do that now because
It's not yet
we haven't put the file into Dropbox yet.
because it didn't transmit, or what?
Because we haven't, I have to set up a directory and then I'll move these over. But we didn't do that step yet.
All right. So there is a step that we missed. After you go to Dropbox, you create a directory.
Well, I'm creating now, you won't have to create it again.
Suppose there is a new file about the boat, for example. You create a subdirectory for the boat.
You can, yeah, create a directory for that.
So the file, the directory that we're going to create now is Office, and then under that you will have checks, for example, writing checks and scanning. You have a big directory called Office, Home Office rather. And then under that you have subdirectory for scanning, which you have 2 videos that fail within the scan, but at least we have them there. And then another one for writing checks or just checks.
Okay, now I don't know if you have to have another directory because we'll just give the file names. We don't need a directory. We'll give them file names. Let me see if I can.
Wouldn't it be easier to have a general file called Office,
I have home office.
Home Office? You have that.
Yeah. Now let me see if I
So
can move these over.
so now we are uploading items into the Home Office directory under Dropbox. Is that correct?
Yes.
You're uploading from the pictures file.
About 10, 11.
Okay, I'm going to go now out of this file to
I-
check on the uploads and come back to this.
These were just some pictures.
Okay, we are now back to scanning, and we're using Elizabeth's iMac now for scanning. So let's go to the steps.
Okay, first we're going to go down this bottom one to this gray silver
Tools,
settings,
settings, okay.
or systems preferences is what it says.
Then go to printers and scanners.
Printers and scanners. And want to make sure we've got the
MFC or whatever it is.
MFC
Series 2, you said?
Series 2.
Okay.
We'll hit Scan. There's a tab here for Scan, and then Open Scanner. And then you wait for this little box to come up.
Okay.
Scan mode, we're going to do it from the document feeder.
Okay.
This one, the color, I usually, if it's just a black and white document, which I think is, oh, come on. Just a minute. Alright, make it a black and white, because I think the scan's a little better.
Okay.
The resolution, I usually put it at 200.
200 resolution.
Yeah, but for something like this, 100 is probably okay. This letter size, I don't know why it defaults to A4, but US letter, scan this. I usually just put it to downloads and then move it later. And name, if this is Rafter H invoice. And there are 2 pages, is that correct?
Yeah, but I don't understand what you're doing.
This is where we have to tell it where to scan it to, where to scan
Yeah.
the document.
And what did you do?
I always just put them to downloads
Downloads,
and
okay.
then move them later. And then you have to give it a name.
So Elian, whatever his name is.
Yeah, I said Rafter, his company name is Rafter H. Maybe I should put Hammonds.
Yeah.
It's the format is a PDF,
Yes.
but since there's more than one page, we want to put them into a single document.
Okay.
Are the 2 pages up there?
Yes.
Okay, now we're going to hit the scan button.
There we go. Who are the people and the neighbors?
Everybody else, I can't see.
Okay. So now I stop this recording.
Let me stop it.